Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Who's Your Daddy Scoots, and this is my therapy. Getting out on the road, clearing the head. And I've definitely needed that for a little bit. But that's for another show, another time. Anyway, I wanted to get on here, start doing these vlogs or recordings, whatever you want to call them, mostly out of just motivating myself to get stuff done. With everyday life, you kind of get into the habit of doing the same thing over and over again without really getting other projects and things that you want to get accomplished done. And part of that has been weighing on me for quite a while. You know, there's little projects that I'd like to get done that I haven't got done, like a little thing for the bike, fix the head unit, get an ACC set up on this, so that way the head unit shuts off whenever I power off the bike, replacing the horn. It's a pathetic horn, but love the bike. Alright, kicking back for a little bit. So one of the reasons why I wanted to get on here and start this channel, or start putting content to this channel on the regular, is a little bit of motivation to get out and do more, to hold myself more accountable to getting things done that I need to get done that I've kind of slacked off on. You know, that old saying, I'll get to it later on, I'll get around to it, that sort of thing. Yeah, I want to get that, get that kicked in gear, hold myself accountable to get the things done that I needed to get done. And there's, everybody gets those excuses, why they couldn't get it done and whatnot. Well, I'm kind of running out of those excuses, and this is hopefully going to help take care of that, or at least kick myself in the rear to get that done. Anyway, one of the things that I did want to get out there is, if you've still got parents kicking around and they're aging, I'm in my late 40s, and my dad passed away in 2018. Just got my mom into a nursing home a couple weeks ago, and they weren't really prepared. I wasn't really prepared for all of this stuff that went down. So I wanted to get some information out to everybody, all of you, to maybe help with that transition, to make it a little less difficult when that time comes. Because, let's face it, even though you want your parents to live forever, they're not going to. Everybody has an expiration date, and sad to say it, it comes sooner than later. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, some of the issues that I went through as far as dealing with my parents' assets and all the headache that entails from that. And one of the issues is Medicaid, Medicare, whichever, I believe it's, I'm not sure which one it is, but they're the ones that basically rule over or decide if you can get into a nursing home or not, based on how much money you make. One of the things that I can convey to you or implore to you to do is to, before your parents get past that point of where they're really cognitive, you need to talk to them. You basically want to find out where all their important documents are. You know, whether it's title to houses, cars, property, funeral plots, what their funeral arrangements are. You know, if they want to be buried, if they want to be cremated, if they want a showing, all that. I mean, it is so much. If they're a veteran, I would highly recommend talking to them to possibly get some assistance there. And that definitely helps, because I don't know about your all's parents, but my parents weren't very rich at all. I mean, we got by, and I felt like I've had a good life, you know, but doing their taxes, yeah, they roughed it. They roughed it. But the thing that you want to implore them is to think about the future and what's going to happen, what they want. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be left holding the bag, whether it be trying to figure all this stuff out on your own, which, let me tell you, it's a pain in the ass. But the biggest thing is making sure all the important documents are in one spot, so that way you have a place to grab them if you need it for anything. And this isn't just for the morbid side of it, like death and whatnot, but this also can help for if they're, you know, being hospitalized for something, and you need to have other important documents, like their monthly bills. You know, if they're going to be laid up for a little bit and you don't have them set up on auto pay, they don't have it. They, you know, if your parents are anything like my parents, they wrote freaking checks for everything. They wanted that manual, you know, balance in the checkbook and all of that good stuff. Yeah, it was interesting, to say the least. But it's good to keep all of that information together. And also talk to them about possibly setting up a trust. Because at the end of the day, whenever there is that tipping point of your parents not being able to take care of themselves, you've either got to bring them into your home and help take care of them, or you've got to put them into a nursing home. And if you go the nursing home route, well, eventually you would do the nursing home route if it ends up being too much that you can't take care of them, like in my case. But whichever route that you go, you need to deal with the assets that they have, because Medicare, Medicaid, whichever one it is, they want to know about it, especially especially whenever they go into a nursing home, because they can't make over a certain amount of money. And if they do, then it's basically you've got to foot part of the bill or all of the bill. And nursing homes are expensive. Holy crap, they are expensive. But one of the ways that you can help protect their assets is to set up a trust. Of course, we didn't go that route because it was, of course, it was more of an unexpected thing. Well, not really unexpected, but you never want it to happen. And even though, everybody's gonna die, but you never want it to happen. And you always hope that it's later rather than sooner. But, it happens. But they want over 5 years. So if your parents do go downhill and you move in, they move in with you, and you sell some of the assets, you need to have them there for at least 5.5 years, give or take. I can't remember the exact. It's at least 5 years. It might be 5 years and 1 month or 5 years and 6 months. Yeah, not sure. Anyway, the moral of the story on that is it's going to take a damn long time to have that kind of fall off what Medicaid, Medicare, whichever one it is, to go after that money. So if you put it in a trust, that will kind of shield a lot of that. And if they wanted to will it off to the grandkids or whatnot, that I'm no legal advisor or whatnot, but that's what was told to me. Of course, didn't have that 5.5 year time frame, and things just slipped as far as being able to retain any of my parents' assets. So, c'est la vie. So anyway, make sure that you have all your parents' important documents all in one spot, so that way you can kind of go through it in the event of any unfortunate circumstances. The other thing that I've talked to them about is possibly setting up a trust, depending on the asset situation, that sort of thing. Because once they do get into the nursing home, they're not going to have any money at all, because it's all going to go toward the nursing home taking care of your parents. They will get a very small allotment of money per month. So do with this information as you will. Just giving you some tips, suggestions on what I should have done back in the day. Because what I should have done was talk to Dad and got a lot of this stuff dealt with, put into a trust or something, or me purchase the house, get it into my name, that sort of thing. If you've got the ability to do that. I mean, it's one of those things that it's not a fun experience to have to go through, for sure. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But it's great getting out. clearing your head, doing the whole woosah. Because there's nothing better than being behind the bars, just letting all that shit go. Yeah, kind of a crappy day, but yeah, I'm on two wheels, so knees in the breeze. And that's one of the other things I like about getting on a bike is I haven't really traveled this road, so we'll see where it goes. I kind of know the general direction. We're heading south. We're getting ready to kind of do a little southwest just here in a minute. But I had no real destination in mind. Just wanted to get out, clear the old head. It's not a high traffic day today. A few other people are out. It is a little windy. Trying out this new rig. Well, new to me. I've had this GoPro Hero 3 forever. I think since 2014-ish, 2015, somewhere around there. I remember having it doing the first Tail of the Dragon ride, which was very interesting. Of course, I didn't do it at this level. I just had it on the front of the bike, bumpiness and all. And of course, that's also on my channel. It's the Dragon in 5 minutes. But yeah, that was the last video that I did. I also have an old original Hero that I used as well, but yeah, the shots were kind of unusable because of how much vibration this bike puts off whenever you're hitting. And I had it mounted to the backrest bracket, and yeah, so it puts a lot of vibration whenever you're really getting to it. So doing this helmet mount is definitely looking like it may work out a lot better. I also have a battery eliminator, and we'll go on and make this right turn here. There you go. Alright. Anyway, I've also got a battery eliminator for this thing, so that I can get past that 30-45 minute battery life mark, because whenever I'm riding, I don't want to stop, replace batteries. I'll ride till I get tired, and then I'll stop, or if I get thirsty, which we'll go straight. Hopefully this carries on through. We shall see. Beautiful little countryside. Of course, it is January 31st. After several days of rain, if you couldn't tell.